Damn, son, you can't find this on the internet. Damn, son, you can't find this on the internet. I found it on the internet.
I found it on the internet.
Hey, everybody. Dude, that platinum's almost impossible. I mean, it's not impossible, but man, you got a big time sink. Because 99 in Diablo 2 is crazy. Crazy difficult. Let's see, did you ever think Dark Souls would be as important to you as it is today? I did not. I hated this game when I first played it. Distinct! Hey, Jordy, can you wish my dad Shane a happy birthday? Happy birthday, Shane! 62 is probably longer than I'll make it. What thoughts on DSP's WWE controversy? I think we talked about that last stream. I think it's obvious he played WWE champions, or at least some sort of like microtransaction game after his, you know, tax bill got leaked. Not tax bill, but bank account information. At this point, he should just come clean so he can legally use them as tax write-offs. Thoughts on Chris Chan getting felony charges? I'm gonna be honest, I don't know the most about Chris Chan other than like he's like on the hook for statutory rape of his mother, which I think he's in one of the Virginias, either Western or regular Virginia. And whatever state that is, incest is illegal. So he has two charges. He has incest and he has statutory rape. And maybe a third charge of elderly abuse. You know. So like, I think it's pretty common to say that if you have those kind of charges, you're going to go to trial. The key thing with like Chris Chan is he's legitimately mentally ill. Like he's not even like playing around. It's not like, you know, like me, for example, like the whole meme is like I got 62 IQ. Chris Chan might actually be a 62 IQ person. You know what I'm saying? So like it's a weird gray area. Like, wasn't somebody trying to like fix Chris Chan up with like a girlfriend, and then he passed that girl up for his own mother? Was that a thing? So that feels like that was a thing, right? He wanted a boyfriend-free girl, but he wanted a girl all of his own. I got you. They don't make those anymore, right? There's like 7.5 billion people on the planet. You can't find one female that isn't already attached. I mean, to be fair, to be honest, right? If he actually did, like, diddle his own mother, his standards has to be fucking low. Because isn't his mother like an 80-year-old, like, Alzheimer's patient? And I don't know I don't know this for sure, but like, outside looking in, it looks like Phil gets drunk and plays gacha games. And while he's drinking and playing gacha games, it kind of like makes him make bad choices. Like spend $110.99 over and over and over again. But, you know, I don't have no ill will, and I'm not going to sit here and create videos or talk shit. I mean, like, I understand it. Honest question, over the years of streaming career has become less and less lucrative. Say 2 or 3 more years from now, there will be no longer a substitute. Do you have any sort of plan B? Nope. Like, I've watched a couple of Phil videos on my chat. Like, people have, like, paid me to, like, react to some of Phil's videos. And, like, since then, my YouTube pops a Phil video up every now and then. So, apparently, he's having a bad week. I've learned this from, like, thumbnails. And a lot of people get overjoyed by somebody else's suffering. And, like, if you do that, if you find yourself, like, sitting in your room being happy that somebody else is suffering in the world, you should probably reevaluate your life. That's not something that's conducive to being a healthy, happy person. Yeah, conducive. There's a saying, Cutting somebody else's light off doesn't make your light shine any brighter. Whether Phil or not deserves, it isn't your call, right? If you're unhappy with the way somebody is, you know, dealing the hand that they're dealt, don't watch them. Don't watch it. Don't interact. Because if you find yourself like reveling in somebody else's sorrow, that makes you a bad person. I mean, like, you sure this couldn't be just 5 slow days? Because honestly, I don't play WWE Champions, and there's days I don't get donations either. I understand your point, but Phil blocked me for bringing up 1 Minute Man to pretend he's getting donations. Dude's sad as fuck. Let me tell you, Kyle. Thank you for the $10, by the way. Let me tell you a story about Jordy. When I was a young man and I first started driving, it always bothered me when somebody would pass me. Like, yeah, I would take offense that I was doing, like, somebody was so in a hurry that they thought what I was doing was wrong, right? It upset me on a physical level. And as I got older and my hormones calmed down, it doesn't bother me anymore. You got to kind of look at what you got to kind of stop and think about what you're doing. And I know it's harder when you're young because, like, your body's controlled by chemicals more so than reasoning. Just stop and think about what you're doing. Like, is this the hill you want to die on? Another story, unrelated. Same concept, though. There was a guy in Conway here who shot a Hardee's employee because they gave him a medium sweet tea instead of a large sweet tea, and he paid for a large sweet tea. So now homie is going to be in jail for a long motherfucking time over $1.25 glass of sweet tea. I don't agree with DSP being a trash human being. I don't agree with that at all. And the reason I don't agree with that is, has he done, you know, scummy things? Sure. I'll agree to that. But there's so much worse out there in life. So much worse. If you think a guy playing video games and, you know, is the epitome of evil and what's wrong with this planet, this world's going to shock you when you're actually out in it.
He's stealing money from his fans. What are you talking about? I think I wouldn't consider what he's doing as stealing, right? Because at no point is he physically taking it from people. People are willingly giving it to him, regardless if he's misleading you or not, right? But why don't you? But in that same vein, like Ice Poseidon literally pumped and dumped a $500,000 crypto coin on his fan base. Where's the outcry there? That shit lasted like a day. To me, that's stealing more than what DSP does. I just admitted that, like it's some crime. Like I've said before, and I spoke out of it before. I thought it was morally wrong what DSP did with his taxes, right? But I understand it because he's a person suffering from an addiction. But me, as a person, it's not my job to police him. That's his wife's job. That's between him and his wife and maybe a therapist.
I think that's what gets me the most about DSP's situation is like the man spent 50 racks to impress a bunch of people in Discord on a game that won't be here in 3 years. Why waste money on something you drive twice a week? I like it. It's what makes me happy. Because realistically, driving makes me happier than playing video games does. And people always ask me, well, why don't I play racing games? not the same thing. I like the actual feel of driving. Like I like the feel of I like the smell of leather seats. I like the feel of a leather steering wheel. I love the sound of an engine. Yeah, Kelly is lost right at 50 pounds. I keep getting on to Kelly though because she's developing a problem and she doesn't see it as a problem. Kelly, come here, baby. Kelly, come here for a second.
Mm-hmm.
What's your game plan for eating today?
I'm gonna eat sensible dinners.
What was the game plan you told me?
My game plan I told you was I was drinking water and eating Big Red all day.
Her idea of eating today is chewing Big Red gum and drinking water. And I'm telling her that's bad. That's literally how you become bulimic or anorexic. Because like she does weigh-ins once a week at Weight Watchers, and she's so worried about that number going up and down. When I'm trying to tell her like being healthy is the real thing. Like you should be doing it to make yourself happy, not for number and not for perception.
They seem to be on my side about this.
Yeah, I just don't want her to get an eating complex based off numbers and weight.
Too late.
You make fun of this. This could kill you. I understand what I can do can kill me too. I know being
You realize
hypocritical.
eating can kill me too, right? Like,
Right.
at least my casket would be smaller. They charge by square inches. It'd be cheaper.
Mm.
Fasting one day a week will not kill me.
I know fasting one day a week is not going to kill you. Like, do what you're doing it just this day, but like, this is like your game plan every week, right around weigh-in day. My point is, like, you're being dishonest with yourself. Like, why don't you go sit in a sauna before the weigh-in day? Like, you're obsessed over the number. A number means nothing. A number means nothing.
Everything.
I let myself get derailed all the time by the trolls. I'm not trying to tear her down. I'm trying to let her see that the last thing she wants to do is create an eating disorder for herself.
Can I tell them what you said? So now, like, I have to just
What did I say?
want to mute it so I can tell you first.
Sure. I mean, they'll make that into something worse.
That's why I was asking.
Why mute? Because like people take stuff out of proportion. I basically told her that she's never going to be like this ideal woman because she is who she is, right? And I use the idea of Oprah behind it. Like, Oprah has billions of dollars with a B, billions. And Oprah has gained weight and lost weight multiple times. And I bring Oprah up because she has enough money to literally hire people year round to personally feed her. And she struggles with weight loss because, like, you are who you are at the end of the day. And it's not to put somebody down. It's not to say you can't do something. It's more of like accept who you are and try to do the best with the hand that you're dealt. I mean, see, like I said, this is why I didn't want to say anything about it, because you guys take it the wrong way. Maybe I could tell another story. Go ahead and double down on this. When I was in middle school, there was this girl. I won't say her name, but she was just a skinny girl, whatever it might be. But one day in class, she just passed out. Right? She's fell out. They had the fire department come get her. She had to go to the hospital, and it came out later that she wasn't eating. Right? She would actually purge. And this is, you know, we're in like 6th grade here or some shit like that. This is a 6th grade girl with an eating disorder. You know. So like, flash forward 20 years, and flash forward 20 years, she's on my Facebook friends list now, and she's a big girl. I mean, like, you can't fight nature is what I'm trying to say. You are who you are as a person. You just got to do the best of the hand that you're dealt. Dude, Kelly's not in any trouble with creating an eating disorder currently. The idea is I'm against her using like Big Red and water as a long-term diet plan. I can't justify spending, you know, almost 10 grand into it. I love him to death, but like putting that kind of money into him and derailing my life, I can't do that. Like I said before, I'm willing to spend $3,000 on him. I don't want to do donation goals or GoFundMe's because all that would be used against me. I'll pay for it myself. We have Fiona sold already. We're just waiting to get her back, and the money that we got from Fiona is what's going to go towards Grayson. I sold my third car to pay for this stuff. See through your eyes, you've had to steal the chance to be a prime example of change. We don't hate that you failed. We hate that you gave up and blamed us. See the potential first. It's not so much a lapse in judgment, but like, here's the thing, Burnt Black. Like when I got the weight loss surgery and I was succeeding and I was losing weight, people say they want to see me succeed, but so many people tried to fuck with me there. And you know, I'll take 50% of the blame, but I can't take all the blame because like look, let's give some examples, right? And granted, it's not everybody, but I am generalizing. Some examples is like when I was trying to get the surgery scheduled, the trolls were actively trying to get me on the no-fly list. Like, how is that helping me lose weight? And when I was actually losing weight, instead of encouraging me, what were they doing? They were sitting there saying like, "Oh, you're not gaining weight. You're photoshopping your pictures," and they're taking the same pictures they claimed I photoshopped and using them against me now. No, it's not. Like I said, I'll take 50% of the blame. I'm the one that made the choices to keep eating and stuff like that. But like, it's my natural thing to stress, and like getting swatted and having videos come out and like being reported to my local police department for like everything under the sun, the TikTok stuff. It causes you to stress, and a person that is actively stress eat his whole life generally going to stress eat. I think you're right. People don't realize how hard losing weight is, because like, unlike every other addiction in life, you kind of have to you have to eat. Like I said, you don't need alcohol. You can cut it completely out, but you always have to eat. And like, they don't get to advertise like fucking cigarettes on the TV. And there's not like 17 cigarette places. Well, I guess that might be true, because like every gas station sells cigarettes. But like, there's not like 17 fucking places to eat out on the way to everywhere you go through town. There's not food constantly being cooked and have aroma at every situation. It's like, it's an uphill battle. What I'm trying to say, it's a big uphill battle. Just eat less than 2,000 calories a day, problem solved. Just don't smoke crack. Cool. Why am I twitching? I most certainly ran out of Pepsi. Had to get a Coke. World's coming to, see? Got a Coca-Cola. Hey, Joe, just want to say thank you. I tune into your stream every day to crank one out. Hope this chargeback tastes good. I hope you have much success with that, because you donated the wrong way to charge back. Honestly, I gave up on my financial goals for July when Grayson got sick. I pretty much like, yep, not happening this month.
I did.
All right, we're probably gonna end it right here. Looks like this stream's getting deleted.